Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to lesson 1.ET.3, Dictating a Melody. So, in the previous two sections, we've looked at dictating a rhythm and then scale degrees, and today we're going to put them together to actually notate the melody. So, for the purposes of right now, we are all going to notate our melodies in C major, regardless of whether scale degree 1 is actually C in the recording. So, we will have more knowledge at the end of the next unit to be able to do other things, but for now, we're all just in C. So, I have told you, scale degree 1 is C, and then everything else is based off of that. D is 2, E is 3, etc., etc., etc. It's on the worksheet. So, all I have to do is make sure I have my clef, my time signature, and then take my rhythm, take my scale degrees, and put them together. So, E is 3, 2, 1, 2. So as I'm writing, I'm not spending too much time thinking about this, but making sure that the stems go in the right direction, making sure that it's about an octave, that is from one letter name to the next. So I don't want to write it directly on this E line, because otherwise the beam would disappear, but pretty close. E to E. 2, 2, 2. 3, 5, 5. And again, I'm kind of just speeding through this process because I know how this works. But you will probably take more time because you're thinking about, hey, what letter name is scale degree 3 again? And double checking that kind of thing, which you should be doing. You may also have neater handwriting than me, which is delightful. See, like this note head, like, it's just kind of too small. Okay. Want to know whether it's on the line or below? It's on. Whoop. Errant bar line. Go away. 2, 2, 3, 2. So I could have also written this melody lower with the final bar line. So it started down here. E, D, C, D, E, E, E. Doesn't matter. Whichever is more comfortable for you. Cool. So I have combined my rhythm and my scale degrees to write a melody. Then there are some questions at the bottom of the sheet. First question is, do you see any motives in your tune? So, a motive is the smallest possible musical idea, and it can consist of pitch contour, like maybe you have a motive that goes da da da, and maybe it doesn't come back like that exactly, but maybe it goes da da da. It starts higher or it starts lower. Da 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 da. That would be an example of where the pitch contour stays the same. So like if it went da 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 da, if it went note down down up, and suppose it did that again, da 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 da, that wouldn't be Merrily We Roll Along, but it would be an example of a pitch contour motive. Could be specific pitches, maybe these notes, E, D, C, D, E, come back later, could be da 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 da. Doesn't have to be the same rhythm, can be different rhythms as long as it's the same pitches. That would then be the same thing coming back. Or it could be specific rhythms with different pitches, and that's the example that I've given here. You've probably heard this tune, My Country 'Tis of Thee, or America. Da 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 da, and it has this rhythmic motive that keeps coming back. Da 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 da. Same rhythm. Da 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 da. Same rhythm, but different notes. So da 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 da. Then it does something else. Da 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 da. Hey, the rhythm comes back. Da 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 da. And a slight variation with these eighth notes, but it's the same thing, especially with the words where the syllables. da 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 da, then it ends differently. Da 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 da. So in my tune, Mary Had a Little Lamb, question is, do I see anything like that? The da 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 da, it does come back. I'm not sure I would call it a motive. It only happens twice. But we do have this characteristic rhythm. Da 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 da. That happens 3 times in a row. I would say that that's a rhythmic motive that comes back. So I would circle it like that. Then the other question is, how many phrases does your tune have? And a phrase is just a complete musical thought that ends with a sense of closure or finality. And we're going to unpack that more as we move through the course. This is just a very rough definition at this point. But I think it still has some meaning. So like da 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 da. You have this longer note. If you're singing, you're definitely going to take a breath there. And in terms of the lyrics, it makes sense. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. It's a good stopping point for your thought. There's not really a good stopping place in the middle there. You could think that doesn't feel like you could end there, and the music just keeps going, the words just keep going. Doesn't really make sense. I would say that this has 2 phrases, and bracket it like that. So in terms of Merrily We Roll Along, we have da 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 da. Thinking of the words, merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along, along o'er the deep blue sea. Hang on a moment. I'm trying to remember if this is... Maybe I don't remember the words. Okay, that's what it is. Chill. Okay. So, both in terms of the words and in terms of the music, you have da 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 here, and again here, da 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 da. It's common for phrases to start the same way. So what I would do is bracket it off into 2 separate phrases here. You have 2 phrases, 2 different thoughts, both of which kind of rest at the end. So, that is what I'm looking for you to do with your melody, and I will see you next time.